Dinnie, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dinnie in Virginie, the podcast. Yes, Dinnie in Virginie, the podcast in which I can't see myself on the screen, so I don't know if I'm going to keep this up or not, but hopefully this is actually recording. You can actually see me because I can't see myself right now. I see a black screen of death. Anyway, welcome one and all to Dinnie in Virginie, the podcast. On today's episode, it is episode 18 entitled Trick the Algorithm. Now, on today's episode, I'm calling it Trick the Algorithm because I'm trying to give you guys tips as to how you can turn the algorithm in your favor, basically. It's another like what to do when there's nothing to do, when you think there's nothing to do, rather, in the great state of Virginia. So, point blank, period, there is always something to do in the great state of Virginia. I just want you guys to realize that. First and foremost, the first step is always to think, okay, let me stop that negativity, let me stop that pessimism. And remember, there is always something to do in the great state of Virginia. So, after you get that mindset set, I need you guys to use this method to start getting things sent to you instead of having to always be the one to look for events, look for activities, look for new places, look for new people. Tricking the algorithm is the thing I think that has given me the most amount of like spontaneous events to attend or notified me about new Virginia influencers that I didn't know about, whether they're foodies or they travel around or they like to go to parks and stuff like that. Tricking the algorithm has definitely been a major game changer for me as far as finding things to do, people to see, things to watch about the great state of Virginia and in the great state of Virginia. So, yeah, use the algorithm to your advantage. It is there for you. Now, is everything that it sends to you going to be gold? Absolutely not. Some of it is going to be garbage. And according to your current algorithm, like it's going to take time to actually trick it into sending you stuff that is actually going to positively benefit you because you have to be active. You have to be intentional about tricking the algorithm. And it's not tricking the algorithm. It's like this is what you need to be more intentional about the stuff you're watching, basically is what I'm telling you to do. So for me, in the past, I've explained this before, I was only a consumer, and so my algorithm was just mainly memes, maybe music in the past, like anime, K-pop, stuff like that. That was my entire algorithm. Like got nothing but a bunch of like just random stuff. It didn't really help me in my life. It was just purely entertainment. All I was getting was purely entertainment stuff, which entertainment is cool. I love movies, I love shows, TV, whatnot. Entertainment is cool, but it's not everything, especially when you live here in the great state of Virginia. There's so much to do. You just have to realize, wait, let me pause. Let me pause on the daily routine that I've been sucked into, living day in, day out, the same day over and over again. And let me try to find something to do here that will form a memory for me, myself, and I. And I'm not just a witness to something. I'm not just consuming, I'm actually going out there and living in the great state of Virginia as a Virginian and doing something. So, yeah, tricking the algorithm just makes it a whole lot easier on you. Now, it takes work at the beginning. I'm not going to lie. It's going to take some conscious effort on your part to actually get this to work in your favor. But trust me, it's going to be worth it because you're going to start seeing things that you never saw before, and it's going to start sending stuff your way that you didn't even ask for. And you're like, oh, that's such a pleasant surprise. I didn't know that was happening this weekend or this week. So, what I'm going to need for you guys to do, if you want to start getting events and updates about people in Virginia, things in Virginia, businesses in Virginia, events in Virginia, you can trick your algorithm, or rather utilize the algorithm in your favor by looking for Virginia items specifically, interacting with Virginia items, with Virginians, Virginia influencers, Virginia foodies, Virginia, like I said, influencers, Virginia history, the city of whatever in Virginia, the city of Chesapeake, the city of Portsmouth, the city of Newport News, Hampton, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Suffolk, whatever city, Richmond, Alexandria, Annandale, Centerville, whatever. Look for your city accounts on social media. See if they're posting actively. Not just city of, look for visit that city as well. So sometimes there could be an official city page that has like more of a hodgepodge of everything for the city. And there's a specific visit page that's more of going to be like the events that they have going on. So you'll probably end up getting more from the visit page than the city page, but you're going to want to follow both so that the algorithm, like I said, is feeding you stuff without you even having to look for it. It's just going to start sending stuff your way like it's been doing with me. That's how I find most of the events that I end up going to that are just like, where did that event come from? I didn't look for it. It came to me because people are doing a good job of posting the events on social media. But it's up to you to trick your social media to get those events to get sent your way. So you have to follow accounts that are posting about events. Like I said, follow the city accounts, follow the visit accounts, follow Virginia is for Lovers, or the entire state of Virginia. Follow accounts like that. Government accounts, you can follow businesses, local businesses that you know and love. Follow them. Make sure you stay up to date on what they're doing because sometimes, like, especially breweries and pubs, and venue spaces and concerts and stuff like that, venues in general, Chrysler Hall, convention centers, stuff like that, they have events all the time, both freed and paid stuff. So certain venues are going to only have paid things. Certain venues are going to have a mixture. Other places will always have free stuff. It just depends on what it is you want within the great state of Virginia for you. So for me, I have very simple needs and very sometimes very quirky desires of things to do. Like I like cosplay opportunities that I see in the great state of Virginia. For example, there is a indie comics showcase happening at my local library at Central Library in Chesapeake, Virginia, that I will be going to because I'm using it as an excuse not only to learn about comics. I don't have the artistic skills to do that, but I know people who know people who know people who know people. I just know one person who can do it really well. But I'm also using it as an excuse to cosplay because why are we limiting ourselves to cosplaying just at conventions? Like why? I don't understand. Like you can have so many events that you can cosplay to, but I digress. That's a whole nother video that like that's a whole other thing that I want to get started is like cosplaying not just at conventions, but like finding excuses, you're making your own cosplay experience. But that's just one example of one thing that I like that has come to my attention that I didn't actually search for. It just came to me. So follow libraries. Libraries have events all the time. And don't just follow libraries, but like I said, when you follow these accounts, like the content, okay? Comment on the content that you genuinely really like. Please, guys, do your best to go out there and start giving positive comments. Please start combating all the negativity that is out on the interwebs right now. And I'm not perfect, okay? I've been very hot-headed in the past and present. So that's introspective thoughts, okay? Nobody is perfect, but please, please, please. The problem is people are so much more inclined to write negative stuff I've seen on the internet. This has been my personal experience than they are to write positive stuff. So please, if you see something that you like, especially from a Virginian, for anything in the greater state of Virginia, go out of your way to like, comment, share, whatever you want to do, just to let them know, hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing because I love it. That really does make people's day. And it might not even just make their day, it might make other people's day because when I see someone representing Virginia, especially on a non Virginia thread, my heart melts. Okay, legitimately. So, guys, please, 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 if you're someone who is proud to be from this state, really happy to live here, but sometimes you think like there's nothing to do, but you're on social media all the time, I guarantee you, if you put in some work on the forefront at the beginning, start following Virginia accounts, looking for local businesses, follow Virginia influencers, follow Virginia foodies if you're into food stuff. Like I said, follow venues, conference centers, city accounts, visit accounts, and start liking their events, start liking their posts. That way the algorithm will start working in your favor and it'll start just cranking stuff your way that is just you didn't ask for it and you were just like thank you because I never would have known that this was happening. And it's that way, it's just it makes it so much easier so that you don't have to collect data from all the cities around you to find out what's going on that you might be interested in. It literally is working for you. It's like a little employee, you know. Stop. We're not We're using the algorithm, like I said, to our favor. Okay, stop being a slave to the algorithm. Let the algorithm work for you. It's there to work for you. So stop utilizing it to waste 5 billion hours of your life doom scrolling, as I have done and still struggle with to this day. Start making more of a conscious effort to actually make it work in your favor, make it work for you. Okay, not against you, in your favor. Okay, the algorithm is there to work for you, but you got to work it first. Okay, you got to work it before it works for you. So, yeah, that's all I have to say on today's episode of Dinnie and Virginnie, the podcast. I hope you guys are actually seeing me. Like I said, I'm getting the black screen of death. I have no idea. My camera light is on, but I can't see anything. So hopefully you guys see me. Hopefully you guys hear me. Hopefully this actually makes it into an episode, because I really don't want to do it again. And I don't think I will do it again if it did not record. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Give me ideas as to how else can you trick the algorithm in your favor to start cranking out Virginia content to you directly without you even having to put in too much work, without even having to ask for it. Let me know in the comments, what are your ideas? How do we get this game to start working in our favor? Okay? Because we're all just playing one big old game, and we're playing the big old game of Virginia right now. And in order to win, we got to root for ourselves. We got to do whatever it takes to lift up Virginians, to lift up Virginia, support our cities, support our businesses, support each other. And if that takes tricking the algorithm, not a difficult thing to do. Easy step, easy first step. Let me know what are your ideas about how you can trick the algorithm in your favor to start cranking out some Virginia content, Virginian content, and just historical content, all the wonderful VA content we can get. Get that algorithm cranking it out to you directly without even having to ask. Let me know in the comments. But until next time, that's all I have. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Let me know, like, how are you? I also just want to, check in on you guys, my wonderful, wonderful Virginia Knights, and Virginia Knights. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Hope you guys are doing great. That's all I have for this episode. And until next time, Dinnie out.